Para se kemi një fjalë hyrëse nga të tjerët, unë kisha ftuar kryeministrin e Republikës së Kosovës, i cili Mirëmëngjesit gjithë. Mirëmëngjesit.
Is an opportunity to look back at what has been achieved over the past years, but mainly of what has not been achieved or what could have been done better and draw lessons for the future. It is important that we do this together so that we amplify the positive impact of our assistance and deliver the best possible for the money from the public budgets. Efficiency and results of our work is what we are judged on by people in Kosovo and by EU member states as well. At the same time, it is obvious that the coordination process shall not end with this high-level forum. The coordination mechanisms which have been inscribed in Kosovo legislation should be an integral part of a strategic planning, policy design and delivery process driven by Kosovo institutions. The Ministry of European Integration, which has the leading coordination role in this regard, should ensure the largest benefit possible of the financial assistance Kosovo receives from international donors by taking the lead on programming and coordination. To this end, the existing network of European integration officers embedded in the line ministries should be activated to ensure follow-up in substantial areas of cooperation. The assistance we have been providing over the past years to build the capacity of Kosovo institutions, including technical assistance, and the Young Cell Scheme program, which has been producing qualified civil servants, should be reinforced to address the key needs in terms of competence, technical expertise. Otherwise, this is not yet available in Kosovo. The public administration reform underway aims to introduce principles of transparency, accountability, and career development, which shall lead to increased motivation and efficiency of the functioning of Kosovo public service. A transparent selection and recruitment, predictable career path, and continuous professional development shall stabilize the Kosovo civil service and ensure that qualified staff are recruited and retained. There is a long way to go. In the meantime, and until all the building blocks will have been put in place, we, international donors, have been doing our part in making sure that our actions are complementary and not overlapping or conflicting. For example, I'm very happy that only just recently, in mid-February, a letter of agreement was signed by my office and USAID concerning close cooperation in strengthening the rule of law in Kosovo. Our efforts can, however, not make up for the lack of ownership of Kosovo institutions, their disengagement and/or weak capacity to follow up on ensure a long-lasting, sustainable impact of our assistance, whether with regard to planning or implementation. Let me give you some examples of the challenges we have encountered recently. In the rule of law sector, which is particularly overcrowded for obvious reasons, coordination shall be especially improved to ensure that the import, recodification work and institutional changes result in a coherent system of laws which are subsequently efficiently enforced. Moreover, you will understand we can only provide technical assistance to a beneficial institution which is well established and adequate staffed. This is the case of the Data Protection Authority and the law on access to public documents. In another sector, education, The restructuring of the Ministry of Education should be swiftly completed so that we have a credible partner to drive the so-called structural reforms in this sector and formulate policies which we can help to implement. The same goes for the employment sector, where the Ministry of Labour and Social Welfare, the Labour Inspectorate, and the Employment Services shall all undertake similar processes so that to increase their capacity to deliver on the statutory reforms, in particular in the domain of health and safety at work. In the environment sector, we need a high commitment by the government to address the many issues which we all are aware, but little progress has been achieved so far, including waste management, energy efficiency, clean air, waste and water treatment, district heating, and climate actions. I could go on and on. There is a room for all this, what needs to be improved. However, I want to encourage you to take concrete steps on the technical level in your own areas of competence, which will lead to a substantial increase of performance in making the best of the financial assistance from EU budget and the best benefit of Kosovo